I'm not going to lie to you. I've already recorded this session. I actually done it directly after I had recorded the last session, which is on Monday. However, this gun, I do not understand how I can upgrade the gun and it just doesn't change anything about the tank. Like, I was absolutely cursing this vehicle. I hate this tank with a passion. So we are now using stab to see whether or not it helps. The only problem is that, yes, it may help in some scenarios where we need to actually snapshots and whatnot. But this gun was missing fully aimed shots at like point blank range. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let's begin. Okay, so our first game, we are on Fjords. I also changed some graphic settings if you really want to know. This is what they look like. Wonderful. Yes, there you go. Very good. I'm constantly kind of changing the graphic settings to find out what I kind of like and what I don't like. Sometimes I'll remove the grass, sometimes I won't. Just depends. I think I definitely prefer having grass though. Anyway, we are on Fjords in a tier 9 top tier game with some tier 8s, which is probably the best, to be honest. Probably like the best matchmaking we can get, because that means that then we don't get obviously tier 10 matchmaking where it's going to be a little bit harder to do stuff, but you also don't get tier 7 where it's just there's not enough health really. Obviously I do not want to be the first one going in and then dying. This is an interesting OI. Oh, sorry, OHO I should say. I am worried about the... Alright. Yeah, the people at the very back of the map. I think we're okay here. Let's continue pushing. We'll repair our fuel tanks. We're going to try and track that guy. Is he now tracked still? Thank you. Absolutely love artillery. I mean, the good thing about the 50 TP is that the sidearm on it is actually kind of weak. Sort of. It's kind of a weird tank, 50 TP. It's nice, but it's definitely not the most well-armored tank. It's better than this thing. It's definitely better than this thing. How's it still alive? I mean, this should be like some of the best gun handling we can possibly get. I think we die nearly. Not quite. Okay. It's kind of annoying that we cannot spot the U-does though. Problem is, the Leo is also going to be an issue. Gun just puts it into the floor. Very cool. And now our gun is injured as well. Phenomenal gun. Just amazing. Thank you, finally. I want my engine back more than anything. Yeah. Well, I mean, we get 3.2. It's fine. 3.3 nearly. I could have maybe gone back into here, but then we would have just been like having the same issue as we just had. But this time I wouldn't be able to put shots back into him. So it would have just been exactly the same scenario, but I just stay alive. I don't know. I think I'd rather just try and get as much damage done and then die. Apply! Very good. What are we actually even going for now? I can't remember. Oh, we've nearly got the tracks. Wonderful. What is the characteristics difference? Kind of interested. So we get better traverse speed. Slightly better medium terrain distances and also soft terrain. And it will also help out our dispersion. Well, that actually helps out quite a bit. Yes, we are definitely getting the tracks. So yes, if you didn't know, yes, tracks helps more than just some traverse and whatnot. It will also help you like ground terrain resistances. It will help out how much it'll bloom when you actually turn the track or the tank with the gun. It's definitely much more of an upgrade than just getting it just so you can put more equipment on the tank, for example. Anyway, next game. Well, you now join me on Highway. We have tier 10s. There is quite a few tier 10s actually. There is also 2 tier 10 artilleries. Very fun! Thank you, Wargaming. One of them being a Batcher arty, which basically counts as 2 artilleries because of the amount of time that you spend stunned by it. Thank you, Wargaming, once more. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's a balanced class. No issues with it. Or Mr. Griller. Hello. He is slightly lost. That didn't even go very close to anywhere where I aimed that, to be honest. I mean, I understand, you know, I kind of done it a little bit rushed because of the phase 1, but it didn't really go anywhere. Knock that out. I always go here. I wanted to try and knock down this pole, but I guess not. Vegeta 66 went very aggressive. See if we can hit anyone else that's crossing here. Problem with the M103, besides everything, is that it just doesn't have armor. But you get overmatched in the top of the tank, even by your own caliber gun. But it's a nightmare to play with. It really is. If it didn't get overmatched at the top, it'd probably be a lot more playable. Probably would. Like, that would probably improve the tank quite a bit. And if they actually made the accuracy somewhat decent on the gun. I don't understand, like, how it can be this bad. Like, look at that. It didn't even go where I aimed it. It's not even that far away. I also like how I'm attempting to side-scrape, even though that I just can't. I have no idea how that penned. So we managed to pen that, but we don't pen the, that's a... no. Do not enjoy that. Oh wait, we can actually hit this if he goes back. No need. I hate this gun. I hate this gun so much. I don't even hate the gun. I hate the tank. I hate this tank. It's so bad. I just rolled for 330. I have 400 alpha damage. This is how it was, by the way, in the previous session, but worse. Like, much worse. And I also got a load of 15 free games, which was not fun. Like I have always said, I'm all for showing you my bad games, but when they're not really entertaining at all, it's not worth showing you. Because I was just getting angry at the tank constantly, and it wasn't fun to watch. Meanwhile, we have 3 people in the base trying to kill 1 EBR. I was speaking about this in also the previous, well, the video that never came out. And I was saying how this is basically like in line with being like one of the worst heavies in the game. I think I would honestly rather play a Type 4 heavy over this thing purely because it could trade. Like the Type 4 is actually not that bad. Yes, it's bad, okay. I'm not saying it's a good tank. But at least you can actually trade with it. Like you can actually trade, you know, a shot for a shot, and you'll usually turn out better than the person that's shooting you. Because you have decent alpha, you have decent reload as well. Ish. It gets a 490 shell, right? I can't remember. Either way, it has health. Right, so even though that, yes, it doesn't have any armor against gold rounds, at least you have the shell there. And you have the HP there. It's fine. We win, we move on, we get the tracks, everything's fine. Apply, and yes, you are damn right, I'm going to use some free XP on you. Okay. Next, we need the engine. I have never been in so much pain while grinding a tank. I have honestly had more fun grinding the Churchills than this tank. At least with the Churchills, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Look how far I have to go. It's like running a marathon. Hey, the Type 4 gets the 600 Alpha one. It gets the same gun as the Type 5, but you can also get the... No, where's the... It's 450 Alpha. Yeah. Anyway, you can trade. You get the 600 Alpha with decent standard pen. Like, sure, the gun is a little bit derpy, but you're smacking someone in the face for 600. You shouldn't be sniping with this thing. I mean, how much HP do you get? 2,000 base, plus you whack on a HP boost. So, like, I think this tank sits somewhere between the Malshan and the Type 4. The Malshan being completely, like, the worst heavy tank at tier 9. End of story. This thing being... The problem is, it's not completely awful, like the Malshan, but, like, it's so awful to play. It's riddled with weak spots. It's got an overmatchable turret to basically any tank in the game that you're going to meet. It has no armor in the hull armor. The gun is useless. Yes, I know I'm firing only standard. And yes, 340 heat would be better, right? But still, if the gun doesn't hit, it's not going to change the fact that I'm not having like a pen problem with this gun. I'm having a hitting problem with this gun. And they go at exactly the same shell velocity, so it's going to be exactly the same trajectory. Anyway, third and final game. Well, we're now on Ghost Town with tier 8s again. This could be very, very nice indeed. Also, I forgot how slow the G-Saw is. Jesus. I was actually keeping up with it then. So we're going to go to the usual heavy tank spot. We're going to see what we can shoot at. They have a concept which I'm not really too worried about. Because as soon as he kind of turns, it's going to be pretty simple. Wait, we're going right here. I want to get some easy shots on these people over here as they're moving. That was unlucky, actually. Ugh. Okay, well, this is extremely bad now. We can maybe see if we can spot them, if they shoot. Maybe. Problem is, there's a T-30 concept, everyone on here. Let's see. We'll go over this way. We'll continue our journey to the standard heavy tank spot and see what we can do. I mean, hopefully we can actually have some backup along the way. This guy's stock. Oh. Poor guy, man. Can I yoink myself up here? He is 93 meters away. I am missing. I hate this gun. I just hate it. Team? Could we maybe come and play the game? Yeah, I know. I'd rather be in a Carnarvon. I know. I would rather be in a Carnarvon right now. How does that bounce? I think the only good thing about this tank is that it looks cool. I think that's literally the only good thing about it. It's just everywhere. I'm like, I've got a massive thing on top of my tank going, shoot me, come on. Thing is, I need to be careful with the right hand side as well, because they can shoot this. I can get shot all the way out the right. Okay. Jesus Christ. You know, you're in a good tank when you're getting literally outplayed by a tier 8.
I need your help.
Thing is, there's also the char. Yeah. I didn't think it would come there, but sure. Oh, this tank is so painful. It's so painful, man. If you have free XP, skip the M103. It's the worst thing to play. It's just awful. Like, skip the Malshan, skip the M103. You can play the Type 4. But, like, there's some tanks in this game that you just think to yourself, how have they not been buffed? They are so bad. I mean, the M103 was buffed. This is the after buff state. Well, that was very fun. I enjoyed myself. It's actually kind of funny how the Carnarvon is just so much better than this tank. I mean, the session wasn't that bad, I guess, but the thing is, it's just so awful. Like, in any other tank, I feel like I could have done more. I could have actually done something. But in this tank, you're just constantly getting penned in the cupola or overmatched in the turret. Like, look at this. Just every single time, man. Cupola, 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 cupola. It's just... it's so tall that it can just be seen over everything. Either way, that is the grind. I am not going to be doing 2 videos a week anymore on this because I hate this tank so much. Probably be streaming it just to get this thing done because it's not fun. Like, it is not fun. I am not enjoying playing World of Tanks with this tank. It is a horrible, horrible tank. So yes, we're back to 1 video a week for the grind, and that'll be on every Friday. So this time next week, there'll be another video. Hopefully you enjoyed somehow. And Yeah. Don't grind the M103. Just don't.